How you guys doing? I got a treat for you today. I'm going to try to defend another hated LEGO Star Wars set, which is set number 75284, the Knights of Ren transport ship. What a stinker. I mean, what a great set. For the first complaint, I'm not even sure if I need to say it. The set came out from 2020 to 2021. I wonder if something started during that time. With a retail price of $70 and a piece count of 595 pieces. In terms of inflation, by today's value, it's around $88, so if we're looking at the price per piece and taking inflation into consideration, the value is around 15 cents per piece, which is a little higher than the golden standard of 10 cents per piece, but still not bad considering there's sets like the recent battle pack, which is far worse in value. And if you look at the pieces used in the back of the instruction manual, you'll see that there's actually a lot of large pieces, and large pieces usually means that the set weighs more. Looking at the weight now, the set weighed around 724 grams, where a set this size, usually a good price per gram value is around 17 cents per gram. And if we do the math, this actually turns out to be 12 cents per piece, so way under, so those big pieces are definitely coming in on the weight. The next complaint is that there's no space to put your minifigs on the ship, which is somewhat true. You got two small divots where you could put your minifigs there, and there's also a hatch up in the front, and when you open it, there's enough room to probably put like a seated minifig, and it acts like a jail cell. And if you look under the ship, you can actually see those bars for the cell, which is pretty cool, and it kind of reminds me of that bounty hunter ship that had the jail bars on the back as well. The ship also doesn't really show up in the movie that much, so I think most people probably forgot it even exists. At this price point, you can't really expect the ship to have that much space anyway. If you look at other ships at a similar size, such as like Ahsoka's T6 shuttle, or even Darth Maul's ship, there's not that much extra room for your minifigs. And speaking of minifigs, the set comes with 3. Starting with Rey, I can see why not a lot of people are a fan of this character, or at least the minifig in this set. It's pretty plain, and there's a lot of opportunity to make this fig really good. Like you could have the side arm printing, or even dual mold her legs with some printing. They could have given her like the treatment that they did with the Mandalorian, where they were pumping out so many of those minifigs that it got progressively better over time, and they were making a lot of Reys too, so it should have been the best quality, so I understand why people don't really care for it. Not that that's really even that important, as the main budget that quote-unquote makes the set expensive is for the Knights of Ren, who it's basically like Disney's version of Boba Fett, where they're trying to make these cool characters and nobody really knows anything about them. But I mean, hey, it's still pretty cool, so I'll give them that. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a short show about them. I mean, there's a lot of potential they could do on those guys to really flesh out their character. I mean, that's a golden opportunity, Disney. You should thank me for that. Starting with Korok, I love his exclusive helmet mold, especially where it kind of has like these flaps off to the side, but there's like a small gap in the middle of each so that he can still see. I think that's just such a cool small little detail, and the fact that like the printing from the torso to the legs just flows so smoothly. LEGO did a really good job with this fig. The same goes for Cardo, who also has a new unique helmet mold, and only in that set. It's got like these nice little divots off to the side, and he's strapped with like grenades and a fun gun build. I mean, what more could you ask for? The last complaint that I see is that people say the bottom is ugly looking, which I would have to agree with, but on the other hand, I don't think the majority of people actually really care about this. I mean, there's many popular sets where if you look at the bottom, it looks terrible. Things like the Ghost and Phantom 2, if you look at the bottom, there's literally gaps on the side. That looks terrible. Or the glorious ATTE. Have you ever looked at the bottom? That thing is not very pretty either. It's probably a good thing too that LEGO didn't really polish out the bottom, because that would mean more pieces, and in turn it would inflate the price, and we already know people were complaining about the price, so that would only make things worse. But yeah, these sets are getting pretty hard to defend. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and take care.